Vlogmas. Day 8. Oop, I can't count. Day 8. I'm so excited today because I am going to be telling a story I've never told before. It is about, first of all, if you are a kid under the age of 18, okay, and you believe Santa Claus is real, this is just a made up story, okay? And you can go ahead and exit the video now. Okay, anyways, so this story time is about how I found out Santa Claus wasn't real. And I'm still low-key kind of mad about it because I feel like it ruined the magic of Christmas. Like, ever since I found that out, I feel like Christmas ain't been the same. Like, I feel like I want to believe again. At this point, I'm just finna fake it. I'm finna fake it like it is real at this point. But yeah, so let's hop right into this story time. Okay, so boom. This story time is from like when I was 7 years old. I deeply loved Christmas. I loved Santa Claus, Mrs. Claus, blah, blah, blah. And you know, your parents would make you go to bed at like 10 o'clock, 8, 9 o'clock the day before Christmas and be like, oh, you can't come sneak out because if Santa Claus sees you, he's gonna put you on the naughty list and you're not gonna get no gifts, all right? So like when it started getting closer to Christmas, I made sure all my stuff was good. Like I'm talking about like grades good, cleaning up, being nice to my parents, you know, every time they mention, you know, Santa Claus is gonna see that, blah, 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 blah. So on this lovely Christmas, I decided that this year was the year that I was going to see Santa Claus. And the Christmas that was at my dad's house, he didn't have a chimney or a fireplace. So I was confused of how Santa Claus was getting into the house if we didn't have a chimney. I genuinely did not understand, right? So what I did was I told myself, and I said, I'm gonna fake sleep. I'm gonna make sure I have everything in order and set in place, okay? So I even told myself I was gonna go to bed a little bit earlier so that way I could set an alarm. I had an iPod Touch back then. I didn't have a phone. So I had an iPod Touch, or was it a tablet? Something. I had some type of device. So I set my alarm for 1:30 a.m. and it was perfect, okay? Because what I did was I put my like phone underneath my pillow. Y'all, when I tell y'all I was serious, I was gonna catch Santa Claus. I was going to catch him, and I was going to be the first person who ever did it. And I couldn't wait to tell my friends, oh yeah, I seen them come up. Anyways, I set my alarm. It's going off. I turned it off because it's under my pillow, so you can't really hear it. It's muffled because I didn't want to wake my parents, and I didn't want Santa Claus to know that, you know, I was awake. So I set the alarm. I didn't hear any like movement or anything going on downstairs, but I was like, you know what? I'll go ahead and just look anyways. I came out of my room, eager, excited, like I'm just like, okay, this is it. Like I'm gonna catch him, blah, 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 blah. I look and I didn't see anything. But I did see a few presents under like the tree. But I didn't see like Santa Claus. I didn't see anybody downstairs like in the living room. So I'm thinking, dang, like maybe I missed him. Like maybe I overslept. So then I'm kind of sad. But then I'm like, ooh, like let me go, you know, let me go shake a little something so I can see if I got what I wanted. You know how you peel a little bit, trying to see what it is or whatever. And then I hear my dad talking. And I get a little nervous, so then I like run back to my room. I run back to my room. My dad comes out, and I'm looking, and he has some like presents in his hand, but they're not wrapped. And I was like, So then I'm steady watching like the bad little kid I am. And I see him to start like wrapping the gifts. And I'm literally sitting there like, what is going on? I'm like, maybe like Santa came and dropped the gifts off. But then I'm like, if 2 plus 2 is 4 and 1 plus 1 is 2, then what the fuck is going on? Because why does he have my presents? And where is Santa Claus? And so I'm looking, I'm like, this, something not right. Something not going on. So what do? I come out and I said, what are you doing? He said, oh. I said, is Santa Claus not real? Said it just like that, like an OG. I'm talking about like an OG, like, girl, bye. He talking about something. He was like, well, no. And in that moment, I felt like somebody had just ripped my 2 front teeth out of my mouth. And my heart was in the tip of my motherfucking toes. And I mean, I had like some speculations before, because I remember there was one time when, you know, because I have older siblings. And if you're the youngest and you have older siblings, then you know that older siblings are sometimes a little bit mean sometimes. So like my older siblings would say all the time, like, no, you know, Santa Claus not real. Santa Claus not gonna bring you no gifts. You blah 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 blah. You know, my siblings used to say that, but I always thought like, oh, they're just saying that because they wanna make me upset. They wanna make me mad or whatever. But then like after seeing what I saw, my dad saying no, he was like, dang, they was right. And I feel like that's what made it even worse. And then I started asking questions like, you know, like, so who was biting the cookies every year? My dad talking about him. Like, I'm like, okay. So you was just hungry eating my cookies that I done made all night for Santa Claus. So that was the time that I found out Santa Claus was not real. Thank you for watching ChanellTales. I'm Chanel and I told you a tale. Literally this time. Bye.